Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel in the first place. Today we have a Dabi X listener. It's Odd Hours by Crimson Roses 92 on AO3. The link will be in the description. Go give them likes, kudos, and all of those things, and let's go ahead and get into it. 1 a.m. You had just got home. You were exhausted and wet from the rain. It was pouring outside as if it was a waterfall. You took off your clothes and took a shower before drying off and changing into something warm and comfortable. Plopping down onto your bed, you barely got to close your eyes before hearing a clank. Was it a window? You were sure it was some sort of glass. You got up and looked over your apartment. You would have screamed when you felt an arm hug around you, but you couldn't as a hand was covering your mouth. Reflexively, you elbowed the person, trying to pry them off so you could run. Anxious. He removed his hand, covering your mouth. You recognized that voice. Weird as it was to instinctively feel safe with a villain, you felt relieved when you knew it was Dabi. You could always be secure in his arms. But that didn't stop you from being annoyed at his antics. You jabbed him with your elbow. "Don't do that, you scared me." "You're always so fun to scare." He stared at you with a devilish smirk. You would have shot an insult back at him if your eyes didn't land on the red staining his shirt. He was injured. Well, you didn't think he wouldn't get injured during his fight with the heroes. 2 buildings tumbled down to debris and over 30 people came to the hospital injured. But it was your guilty thought that you hoped he didn't get hurt. "Dabi, you're hurt." You reached your hand out to lift his shirt to see so you could help, but he stopped your hand by taking it in his instead. "Don't. Was it that bad? I want to help, please." How could he refuse when you gave him those sad and pleading eyes? Truly a weakness that he wished he could get rid of. He sighed and lifted his shirt himself. It was a bloody cut that was slashed across his side. "Go lay down, I'll get my stuff. Don't move too much." You went to get your medical stuff you needed from the medical cabinet you had. You were a nurse in the hospital. You could treat his wound without trouble. You got what you needed and went back to Dabi. You found him sitting on your bed. "I said to lay down." "Stitches, really?" he said almost sarcastically. "It's a really big cut. Looks deep too. Lay down already, would you?" He did as you told him. "It might hurt," you said. "It's not gonna hurt." You started to work, but when she did, you heard a low grunt from him. "Didn't hurt, huh?" You tried to stop yourself from smiling. "Shut it, dollface," he said. You chuckled a little, feeling a bit victorious. Maybe it was mean, but you couldn't help it. It was his fault for acting cocky. Once you finished, you cut the string and he sat back up. You kissed him on his cheek before going to put your stuff back. Once you came back again, he pulled you down and put his arms around you. "Be careful, would you? You didn't want to restitch it over again." "Whatever, just shut up and let me hold you. I'm tired." You shifted into a more comfortable position. "You always come at odd hours." He visited you when he could, always late in the night or too early in the morning. Same could be said for you every now and then. You know how it is. Working at a hospital was always busy, especially when you had various people injured from fights in the streets come in. He was a villain, and it caused some of it, but it works out for him when you get back late, seeing that he can't be spotted out in the open. Whenever he sees you, it's always a risk he takes. "Yeah," you said softly. You kissed him one last time before falling asleep, safe in his arms, where he always wanted you to be. Alright, so that's the end of this one. I hope you enjoyed. Music link, fanfic link, Discord link, and thumbnail art link will all be in the description. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, whatever, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye!